So if you saw the massive flash flooding in the national news recently, chances are you saw Springfield, Missouri.
Radar is a mess. We have really heavy rainfall. We have severe thunderstorm warning. We've even had some areas that call a flash flood emergency.
Take a look at this railing. Something had enough force to completely bend this steel railing over whenever the flood came through here. I went out the evening of this flood at the high water mark and got some incredible footage of these pop-up rivers. This was nothing more than a field, and there was enough force to push all these rocks, all this heavy debris into this field. So today's mission is to shoot perfectly aligned footage, perfectly aligned, like set up together, of the now dried land. Look at this tree. This is insane. I have no idea. There's no way to tell where down the river this tree came from to end up right here. I'm going to attempt to match up the dry land shots perfectly with the raging river shots, and I think I have a good spiritual metaphor to go along with the concept. Wish me luck.
Christians have what I call a front stage and a backstage. In the spotlight, they may choose the part, but just like you, that isn't always the way they feel. As Christians, we have the blessing and the responsibility to build up and encourage each other to move forward. So we endeavor to be positive, energetic, infectious, bright lights, regardless of what's going on below the surface. Like ducks with those big yellow feathers and grinning bill, they look fresh and at peace, front stage. But below the surface, sometimes those webbed feet are kicking frantically just to move them forward, backstage. On our backstage can be sin challenges, shame, mental health struggles, trials, depression, temptations, anxiety, guilt, and fear. The very brightest Christians you know might struggle with, at best, disregarding their backstage in an attempt to serve, and at worst, disguising their backstage to pretend they're someone they're not. Confirmation that Satan can infiltrate even the best intentions. If we don't choose other Christians to openly reveal our backstage to, Satan can begin to create within us a fake front stage identity. The half-brother of Jesus advises us to confess our sins to each other so that we can receive prayer and become well. Confiding these dark sins and deep challenges to Christ-like advisors allows us to win victories in this life. Being vulnerable enough to be honest means when we fall, we'll be picked up. It means in the winters of life, we can still feel warm and secure. Ironically, choosing that Christ-centered support allows you to more energetically live out that role of encourager as others are blessed by encouraging you.
Now, you might be wondering, how do I know so much about this backstage? Well, come on.